All right, everybody, welcome back. We're live here for the 6 o'clock game, which has the Team Saskatchewan, the U19 AA, against Team PEI in the white. I got a little assistance. My homeboy from back home, Chris Clement, commentating with me today. Thanks for helping out, Chris.
Anytime. Glad to do it.
Yeah, so the only game for Team Saskatchewan today, Chris, I know you were checking out the schedule. I don't know, did PEI play once already today?
Well, let's take a look here. You're right, I did have the schedule up here. Give everybody an update on some of the scores. Why don't we just run through what the scores were for today?
Sure.
All right. Hard to believe it's already Tuesday, but it is.
Well, it's only Tuesday as well. That's the other thing.
True.
If you can believe that.
All right. Well, the day started off with, of course, Team Sask beating Ontario 3. That was an exciting game this morning. Then right after, we had Ontario 1 beat Saskatoon 2-1.
That was Team Ontario, yeah?
Team Ontario, yeah. Ontario 1. Then Quebec 3 beat Quebec 3 lost to Ontario 2. We had New Brunswick 1 beat Quebec 1, 5-4 in overtime.
Oh, that would have been a good game to watch.
Oh, for sure. We had Alberta 3, that's Sherwood Park, beat Nova Scotia 1, 6-2. The Ontario 4, the Kitchener Wildcats team that we played, beat Quebec 2, Rive Sud, 3-2. But I think a lot of people kind of considered it a bit of a shocker.
Yeah. Well, there was a big shocker just before this game, the Calgary Rogue. Team Quebec beat Calgary Rogue fairly handily.
Fairly handily, 6-2.
Yeah, a little bit of an upset, I would consider that.
Well, and they haven't won a game yet.
Team Quebec?
No.
Or the Rogue?
The Rogue.
Oh,
Calgary 2 hasn't won a game.
Calgary, typically some of the stronger teams in Canada as well.
I think they're 0-3. We also had Manitoba 1 beat, of course, Alberta 2, the team that we were just talking about.
Yeah, that was another impressive. Good for the Prairies when you see the Team Manitoba and Team Saskatchewan doing well. It says a lot about Prairie Ringette.
100%. We had Alberta 1, Team Alberta, beat PEI 3-1, so that's the team that we're just about to play here.
Okay.
Alberta 4, that's a Calgary Havoc, did beat BC 1. They beat them 5-2. Nova Scotia 1, lost to Quebec 3.
Okay.
By a score of 5-7.
Man, how many games are on that list?
Quite a few. Ontario 1 versus New Brunswick 1. So New Brunswick won that game, and so New Brunswick 1 versus Alberta 1 or Ontario 1. That was a score of 4-2 for New Brunswick. And of course, the game that we just saw, Quebec beat Calgary Rogue.
And as you can hear, a ton of games going on throughout the week, and that doesn't even include the NRL games. I'm not going to ask you to get into those even.
Well, we won't even get into that, for the poor heat. But the game on the other sheet of the ice here in the same complex, we are in the Tony Graham Recreational Complex, is Ontario 4 versus Ontario 3. And I think Ontario 4 is winning 3-1. Can you see over there?
Yeah, it's 3-1, 6:33 left from what I can see.
So again, that would be, I remember there being some debate among some of the fans saying that Ontario 4 should have actually been Ontario 3.
Wow, all those teams are probably so close in standings, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, 35 seconds left here in the warm-up, and we'll get ourselves underway. A big thank you to all the sponsors here, Gatorade, Government of Canada, Ringette, and Athena Ringette. They have their booths set up here at the event, so you can check out the products there.
Government of Ontario, too.
Yes.
They put in some cash.
Absolutely. So as I had mentioned here, PEI is the visiting team in the white and Team Saskatchewan in the classic green, the home team. I had to get Chris in here. This is my, it's my 6th game in 2 days, I think. Just jumping from rink to rink, but thanks to Ringette Canada for allowing me to volunteer my voice to commentate the games. I really enjoy it, and it's like I said, it's nice to have my compadre Chris with me. We do most of the Bandits, who are Team Saskatchewan, we do most of the commentary for those games. So I'll get my roster out here, Chris, and I'll try and ensure that we get proper coverage of both teams, as we know the Team Sask quite well.
Well, good for you. I just normally call the numbers.
I was doing that for a while, and some of the names can be pretty difficult to pronounce, and they've been so kind to hand it to me. So PEI is going to start with the ring. This is 48. No name. Oh, they do have name bars. And Park steals that and passes it over to Turcotte. I can't figure out how to turn off the music in here yet. This is Parks in behind the net. Turcotte going to look to shoot. Passes it down to the side of the net here to Sam Muir.
That's better.
Muir, yeah, there we go. Music's done. Turcotte, crossbody shot, deflected there by, looks like number 46. Here we go.
Saskatchewan coming out hard.
All right, Chris, here's our team list. I'll just hold this so we can both see it. Now, Team PEI pass up into the neutral zone. That was to number 51, and Marley David. Picked off here by Ermel. Ermel skating in behind the net. Challenge there by number 50, Sophie Gallant. Ermel up to Turcotte. Turcotte sends it into Meyer. Oh, almost had it in front of the net. Meyer around the far circle.
Yeah, 1 foot closer and she would have had a great chance.
Yeah. 10 seconds on the shot clock here for Meyer. Hodges is going to circle around outside the ringette line. Pass down low to the post, one-timer there by Muckalandry.
Make this goalie work. I think that's a model for this game.
Yeah. Speaking of goalies, 58, Livia Weatherby getting the start here for Team PEI, and between the posts for Team Saskatchewan is Brooke Bell. So Meyer out there still. Meyer guiding some traffic. Muckalandry, oh, nice little deception play there. Thought they were going to go to Clement. It's a one-timer pass in the middle. It's PEI now. Into the neutral zone. Clement can't stab it. Chris has a daughter on the team too. That's number 2 on defense is London Clement, Chris's daughter. Hannah Bork up to Meyer. 42 is Maya Gallant. Bork in deep for Hodges. She stretches for it. 57. Grace Trainer with it. Now PEI with an opportunity here. 54 shot high. I think Bell got a piece of it, but no reset.
Great chance for her.
Here's 52, passes it over. Hard pass to catch there for 41. That was Marion Myers. Meyer into the middle. Seymour checking with 55. No penalty call there. Up here to 52. 52, that's Brielle Matheson. PEI with possession of the ring here. 52 with a shot, turned away by Bell with the blocker, and they get the reset. Here's 47 for PEI. Coming in on an attack, goes for the backhand and interrupted there in the crease, and that'll be goalie ring. Bell drops it for Seymour. Seymour cuts to the middle. Pass up into the neutral zone for Martinson, just off the mark. Hustling in on the chases, Heerspink. Pass into the zone, that's going to go 2 lines. Seymour is going to gather that up. Up to Heerspink, onto the boards. Heerspink to come up with it. Great effort there by Ingrid. Ingrid in deep to Thorson off the boards. Here's Adria. Adria tries to get inside with the backhand. Nice little tuck and drag out into the crease. Oh, nearly went in the crease. Thorson right on the check on the goalie ring.
There's going to be a call.
Yeah, hooking call coming here, I believe, to Adria. Delayed call, 51, up to 90. Oh, that's 50. Sorry, Sophie Gallant. And that's,
Not sure why they blew that there.
Yeah, me neither.
4 in?
Potentially. 4 minutes, three and
Ring's
a half
gonna
minutes
stay
have gone
there.
by, yeah. Thorson into the bench on the hook for 2 minutes. Offensive free pass here is going to be taken by Annika Saulnier. PEI now looking to set up an attack. Pass across, intercepted nearly by Parks. Parks chasing on 45. Here's PEI now into some open ice. 44 for PEI in white. Out there on D is Ermel and Faneuf. Shot clock winding down, turned over by Muir. Nice pass there by Muir to Ermel. Ermel elects to chomp a little bit of time off the penalty there. Nice check in there by 57 on Parks, but Parks keeps the ring. Parks going to take a shot here potentially. No, she holds on to it. Nice defense there by Ella Taylor. 7 on the shot clock. Goes for the pass in front. Parks is going to get an opportunity here. They got the reset shot just wide. Here's Muir. Drops it to Clement as a line change is made. Meyer line is coming on here. Here's Meyer. Tucks it in behind the goal line. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Meyer with a shot and a good save there by Weatherby.
Goalie's looking good.
Yep. 57 in white up to 54. Short pass. Nice back pass here. 54 in tight, just off the side of the net, and they get a reset. 30 seconds left in the penalty. 4:45 in the first quarter.
Good positioning by Brooke there on that shot.
Drop pass. Here's Bork. Hits Turcotte. Bork's going to slingshot up the ice. That was Meyer calling for it. Meyer now looking for a pass into the zone up to Clement. London in as the D for the offensive time. Seymour picks it up. She gets tripped up in front of the net, and Clement's got it again. Goes for the reset shot. Delayed call there, and that'll be a goalie ring.
She just reached in a little bit too deep into the crease.
Weatherby, wait for an outlet pass. She throws it out.
Free ring.
Yeah, gobbled up by Hodges. Good speed by Hodges to pick it up. Muckalandry's coming out there. Drop for Muckalandry. Muckalandry lunges through. Nice defensive play there by PEI to shut it down. 51, back pass. Here's Spink. Nice pickup there by 47. That's Ella Chason. Here we go, an attempt. Nice pass. Oh, great post pass. An attempt on the one-timer. 57. Shot right on. Brooke Bell with the save. Dropped in behind the net. Oh, Herspink with the back pass intended there for Meyer, or for Faneuf.
Yeah, race for this one.
Muckalandry. Here's Hodges on a one-on-one. Takes it outside, tucks it in. Nice effect, moves there by Hodges. PEI now with the ring. Looking to break into the neutral zone. 46 here.
Sharp looking jerseys for PEI, gotta say.
Oh, ooh, contact in the corner, and Nat goes down, and be a penalty coming, I believe, to PEI, number 47.
Neither player worse for wear.
Yep.
On that collision.
That's Chason.
Early on, a couple of PEI players collided on that first shift. Looked actually pretty dangerous. But again, neither one seemed to be worse for the wear.
Martinson gives it to Thorson. Nice shot, screenshot, and a nice save. Here's Sam Muir. Muir tries to bulldoze her way through. Martinson with a shot. And the first goal of the game goes to Martinson with the assist from Sam Muir.
I wasn't even expecting her to shoot.
Yeah, me neither.
Not sure the goalie was, and just a brilliant shot right over the shoulder, I think.
You betcha.
gonna say there have been a lot of stoppages up to this point.
Yeah,
Pretty quick, clean game so far.
you bet. Only 2:30 left in the first quarter. Tight angle here, tough for us to see from our perch here. Here's 52, shot. Oh, that almost looked like it went in from our angle.
Crossbar, I think.
Curtis into the corner. Nice check in there by PEI. Curtis stepped on the ring there, I think. Coaches for PEI wanting a call on that one. More contact there with Curtis.
Ref was right behind the play there. She didn't have a hope in seeing that.
PEI with the ring here. Looking for an angle of attack. She gets through. Nice shot. Just high and over the net. 52 again with the ring. Couple moves. Big rebound. Kicked out by Bell, and they send it over the net. PEI was in the crease there, I believe. Brooke Bell drops for Ermel. Ermel into the neutral zone for Thorson. Thorson able to escape that check on the boards. That's up to Martinson, the goal scorer here for Saskatchewan. Thorson, she gets inside looking for a backhand. Off the crossbar.
I thought that was in.
Yeah, off the crossbar and off the back of the goalie. They're letting them play here. That's for sure. Little extracurriculars afterwards as well.
Just as soon as I say there's no stoppages, all of a sudden we get a bunch of stoppages.
PEI now into Saskatchewan's end. Being guarded by Meyer. Bork's out there with Clement on defense. Back pass here to number 50. For PEI. Pass across. Oh, gets a stick on it. Oh, what a great save by Bell.
Great save.
Great opportunity there by PEI. Faked the shot, but Bell was able to recuperate and get in front of it. This is Meyer now. Meyer with a shot and a great save there by Weatherby. Pass up into the neutral zone. Into the far end. Bork's going to chase after it. Man, lots of contact here. Gets a reaction from the coaches again. Can't say I don't completely disagree with them either. Clement. Pass to Parks. Parks going to spin and shoot. Just wide. Penalty now coming to PEI.
I didn't see the penalty.
I didn't either.
Frustration penalty maybe behind the play.
Looks like there's a bit of frustration happening already, but that is the end of the first quarter. That was a quick quarter, like you said, Chris. Not many stoppages. A little bit of rough play
near the end, I think. Otherwise, it was pretty clean.
Yeah,
for most of that period.
Yeah, it'll be important for the refs to keep that under control right away. They're having a bit of a discussion, I think.
I was talking with one of the coaches of the other teams, not to be named, and he kind of described PEI as being a little bit like the Saskatchewan of the East Coast.
Very well could be.
I'm not sure what that meant, but
actually,
that was good or bad.
Yeah.
So
I think the one referee warned both benches
about complaining, maybe.
Well, either that or just to clean up the play a bit if they feel it is a bit rough. Good on the refs there to bring that to their attention right away. Unless, maybe not. I think they're going to put one more second on the clock here. Sorry.
You're bang on.
That was my mistake.
But Adria to take the shot.
Yeah, you'll see both teams pile a whole bunch of people in front of the net. Maybe leave one open to try and draw some of the defenders away. I don't think there's enough time for a one-timer off the draw here, but my recommendation is just a low shot. See the PEI player getting her stick down in anticipation for that low shot.
They'll both do that likely.
If Adria can pick a spot here. Oh, that one almost got through too.
Nice save.
Yeah, great save.
That must have been what the conversation was about, that extra second.
Yeah.
The penalty.
Yeah. So a little bit of rough stuff there in the first quarter. I think as I had mentioned in some of the previous streams, when you don't see a team, and this is the first time you see them, that first quarter is typically a bit of a feel-out period. Just kind of see what team strategies they have and how the teams play and make adjustments from there.
Yeah, the first 8 minutes, I think, that's what we saw for sure. And then things started to act up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right after that goal, I think.
Yeah, you'll see a little bit. You'll see the adjustments there at home and in the play likely in the second period. Now they've got the first period out of the way and get a little bit of a feel for how each team plays.
So we are missing one of the coaches for Team Sask, but she's on her way. She is en route, probably watching the broadcast right now.
What? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Our missing coach for Team
Saskatchewan. Yeah.
She is. I'm sure she's watching. If she can watch, she will be watching. I'm sure of it. And a happy birthday to her.
Yes, indeed. Yes, for sure. Here's Spink, pardon me, up to Muckalandry. Oh, nice intercept there and a stick in a lane by 49. Over to 53 for PI. Hodges with some good speed, giving chase on that ring. Short pass, dangerous pass on the boards. Nice pickup and a nice one-timer pass to 53 here with an attempt. Here's 42 on the rebound. She holds the ring and takes it for a bit of a skate and a shot wide of the net. Seymour into the boards. And PI comes up with it. Here's 53 again with a shot wide. 13 on the shot clock. Couple good attempts there for PEI. Going to take another shot and a nice save by Bell, and they'll just hand that into Bell in her crease and they'll drop it.
They like shooting from distance. That's
yeah, it looks like it. Fanouf up into the boards. Here's Muckalandry.
There's a chance.
Nat coming to the end of a long shift here. It looks like she's going to slow things down. She might need a line change here. Seymour, shot right on. Hoping for a rebound. That sent out Muckalandry with a good hustle there to get that. Here's Muckalandry now. Seymour heads off and Thorson coming off the bench. Here's Adria. She's bumped. Nice defense there, tied up by PEI. She comes out with the ring with a spin move and holds onto it. 26 seconds left in the penalty. Pass to the post to Sam Muir. PEI just sends it down to kill a little bit off on that penalty. Brooke knocks it into the corner for Curtis. Curtis intended for Martinson. Just out of her reach. Sam Muir, pardon me. Tried to pick it up. Here's PEI. 45 to 54. 54 with a shot. Shooting quite often from Brooks' right is where most of those shots are coming from. 10 seconds here on the shot clock.
Line change.
47, gets inside, gets knocked down, come up with the rebound, get the reset. Cross to number 50 here. Another pass, cross ice. Fake and a shot, and that's blocked by Ermel. Curtis gives it to Brooke, gives it back to Curtis. Curtis hits the brakes and goes the other way. Caitlin Curtis looking to spin out of trouble. Pass into the neutral zone. That's Meyer up to Martinson on a break. Martinson, couple deeks. Oh, lifts it over the net. Martinson had an attempt for her second goal of the game. Nice effort behind. That'll be a Team Saskatchewan ring.
Great chance for Marty there. Maybe a little bit too much time.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. Parks to start with it. The free pass over to Turcotte. Turcotte sends a shot towards the net wide, and Hannah Meyer picks it up. Meyer now. Cross ice pass to Turcotte. Turcotte with a shot just over the glove of Weatherby. Parks going to try and dance her way through with 6 on the shot clock. Nice defensive play there by PEI to turn the ring over, and PEI heads the other way with another slingshot play. Have to watch for that. That's the second time they've done that. Teams that do that on the regular usually have success. Here's Bork. Bork with a shot. She gets hauled down. Collision.
Yeah, there's a call.
That's going to be a boarding call. Or a body contact, pardon me. Nice effort there by Bork. I like to see when the defense get to jump into the play. Oftentimes the goalies don't see the defense shoot too often, so if they have a really good shot, they can't read it, right? Read and react to that.
Don't get a lot of eyes on it, that's for sure, in any particular game. Lucky to get 1 or 2 shots at most.
Muckalandry over to Seymour. Seymour in behind the net. Oh, good read by PEI on that pass. The Lucy pass. Here's Muckalandry again. Hodges with a couple fakes, but good D being played here again by PEI. Clement into the zone. Goes for the reset in front. Hodges jumps on it, 1 second on the shot clock, and that'll be a violation. Weatherby with it, good coverage here on the goalie ring from Team Saskatchewan. Nice moves here by 48 to escape the pressure. Up to 41, nice one-touch pass back to 48. PEI, good pressure being put on by Hodges. Force them to send one into the corner. Seymour on the check, has to be careful with her stick. Shot incoming, just over the net, 3 on the shot clock.
Rifled that one.
That'll be a shot clock violation. That's a pretty quiet shot clock. Bell will deliver it to Sam Muir. Up to Thorson. She gets spun around. Here's PEI on the drive now. They take it in behind the net. Line changes are happening for PEI. Pass across. That angle shot. Not going to score many from that angle. Be good to see that. Even just a fake shot and a pass through the middle. Switch it up a bit.
There's a quick play there.
Here's Martinson. Behind the net, nice defensive body positioning by PEI. One thing I find with these Eastern teams is they're quite strong defensively.
I have seen very few weaknesses on any of the teams we've played yet so far.
Yeah, all very, very skilled teams here at the National Championship. Here's Spink. Slides it across to Phaneuf. Phaneuf, good patience, chooses Muir. Sam in behind the net with Martinson in front. Here Spink's going to come in. Here Spink, carry that. She takes a peek at the shot clock. 4:05 left in the second quarter. Shot clock winding down. Here's Meyer. Meyer, still a little bit of time left. That's going to get intercepted here by PEI. PEI neutral zone play. That's turned over. Turcotte sends it up. Nice stab by Parks. Parks with speed. Takes a bump and keeps on going. Parks in the crease.
Good drive there by Parks.
Yes, indeed. Oh, and that's going to be a boarding penalty here. That's a 4 minutes for boarding on Parks. Yeah, that's a dangerous play. You got to be super careful. Obviously not intentional, but anytime you make contact on the numbers near the boards like that, most certainly going to be called a major penalty for 4 minutes.
PEI with an opportunity here.
You bet. So Team PEI with the ring. Number 50 behind the net. Has a player in tow. Shoots it across the ice. Nice attempt at a pass across for a one-timer. Here's a shot. Nice block by, that's Curtis. PEI again, a couple nice moves. Here we go. Nice shot and a goal. Nice individual effort there by number 50 for PEI to tie the game up. Sophie Gallant, the goal scorer.
Yeah, defense had a shot blocked. They've actually been blocking quite a lot of shots this weekend, or I guess this week so far.
So that major penalty to Parks will be fully served, so she does not come out of the penalty box on a major penalty. Seymour sends it into Muckalandry. She's got speed to pick that up. Team Sask now probably just going to rethink the penalty kill here and probably kill as much time as they can. Take a quality shot when it's available.
Try to get that rebound.
Ermel. Drop pass. Muckalandry with a shot right on. Saved by Weatherby. Here's 57. Up into the neutral zone. Guarded by Curtis. Curtis. Oh, could have got too many players on the ice there. Close to the change at the door. 41 with a drive. Nice defensive body positioning, pardon me, by Nat.
Nice save.
Shot right on. That's Curtis. Up to Sam. Sam. Nice pass to Clement coming off the bench. Short pass up to Bork. Again, liking seeing Bork get into the zone. Muir with a shot right on and an easy save for Weatherby. She dishes it down to the goal line here. Up into the neutral zone is 53. No name bars on PEI. That would make our jobs a lot easier. PEI with an opportunity. Hannah gets a stick in that lane and turns that one over. Hodges, good patience to hold on to the ring. Doesn't force a pass over the blue line, but doesn't have anyone to pass to. Being pressured. Board pass. Nice defense by PEI. Creating another turnover. Here's 45 with a drive and shot over the net. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 1:06 left in this second quarter. That ends up in the crease of Brooke Bell. And she'll drop it down to London Clement. 1:19 still left in that major penalty to Parks, which seems like it's taken an eternity to expire. PEI here now with an opportunity. Nice moves and a nice attempt. Oh, that bounced off the crossbar and right behind Brooke. She's able to pick it up and deliver it, although it's turned over.
Yeah, it got behind her for sure. Almost flipped in behind her.
Nice effort there by London. Over both lines here. Thorson on the check. 20 seconds left. Tip there by Thorson. Hurstbank respecting the drive and chooses to defend, which was a smart move. Back pass into the corner. 4 seconds left here and a shot. Nice save by Bell. Bell with a fake, and that'll bring the second quarter to an end.
We're going to have 25 seconds remaining on the power play for PEI. Thinking more about that analogy with PEI being the Saskatchewan of the East Coast, and really, when you think about it, they probably have to travel. Much like Team Sask, right?
Well, and it's something to be said about the provinces like our own, with smaller populations that produce, some of the high-quality players that do come out of those smaller provinces. So, it's always tough for provinces like ours and maybe even like PEIs to come and do well at events like this, but it's all about developing the game and making the players better. So
I'm not sure if PEI has ever hosted nationals, but I think they should. We've been there a couple times, and it's just a fantastic.
Well, where's Dieppe? Is Dieppe in?
That was Moncton, New Brunswick.
Oh, that was New Brunswick. Okay, yeah. Okay.
I think. Pretty sure it was.
Our Canadian geography is not very good.
We don't get out much.
Yeah, we don't. We're a couple old dads. We just like to golf, and that's about it.
Oh, let me tell you, the golfing in PEI, top notch, my friend.
Top notch, indeed.
Top notch.
All right, so we're all knotted up at 1. I still think it just I don't think we've seen the best out of both teams yet. But I think that will progress as the game goes on.
Well, 1-1 game. It's way too early to say next goal wins, but it kind of feels that way a little bit.
Yeah. This is Team PEI now with the ring. I can't quite see. Oh, there we go. There's 52 there. Pass across. Nice. Stick in a lane there by Evelyn Phaneuf. She's going to pass it up to Seymour. She squeaks through on the boards. Gets it up to Muckalandry. Muckalandry holds on to it, recognizing that her partner was covered. Muckalandry outside the ringette line. Penalties now expired, so we're back to even strength. Martinson, quick shot, just glanced off Weatherby and into behind the net, and Seymour picks that up. Here's Sam. A little pirouette behind the net. She still has it. Screen, or a pick being set there. But nice defense there by PEI. Slingshot again. There it is. Here's Spink in there to defend, and nice back check there by Muir.
PEI getting more aggressive in the neutral zone, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, Ingrid's stick is broken. Yeah, so anytime a stick is damaged, or even if you lose a tip, typical rule is you gotta just drop the stick and get off the ice. But if you possess the ring with a damaged stick, then it'll get blown down right away.
Oh, she's taken 2 for that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Actually, I was gonna say if you play the ring with a broken stick, it is a penalty. I didn't say it because I thought I was going to be wrong. I don't know what exactly the call is on that. Maybe a delay of game. Either way, PEI to take advantage. Here's 42. Trying to dance her way into the defensive triangle. 53 with a lunge. Nice defense there being shown by Meyer. I think Meyer's had probably the best defensive play of the year that I've noticed so far. Speaking of defensive play, what a great individual effort by 42.
It was a real close chance there.
Yeah, great job. Picked the pocket. Curtis swarmed again.
PEI's pressuring that triangle a little bit harder in the second.
Nice shot just over Brooks' glove. PEI now seem to be in control of the pace of play. They're going to make, that was a great shift for that line, but some fresh legs will come out. Here's 47. Takes a bump from Curtis. Myers out there with Ermel. 51 down to the post. Shot, rebound right in front, picked up by Meyer. Meyer, good recognition, sends it in. As there is a penalty, 53 seconds left. Pass into the neutral zone. 51 up to 49.
Yeah, PEI getting more creative down low.
Indeed. Nope. Late penalty call there.
That's another
call.
That's
no good. That's going to be a 3-on-2. Seymour is going to the box for a cross check. All right, 30 seconds of 3-on-2 here. Let's have a look at PEI's strategy here. Obviously, the 3-on-2, difficult to defend. Let's see how they perform here. Good opportunity, a scoring chance for sure for PEI.
London and Hannah, I think, on defense. (54, 57, and 50). Are your forwarders paired up with number 5.
Shot over the net. Pass up front. Nice stick in the lane there by Londons. 15 seconds left in the 3-on-2. Here comes a shot. Oh, that was a beauty of a shot as well by number 54. Ada Manning with a go-ahead goal for Team PEI.
Not much Saskatchewan could do on that one.
Yeah. At this level, it's almost certain that a 3-on-2 will result in a goal. Mir just a little off on her timing on that pass. Picked up here by Bork. Up to Turcotte. Yeah, PEI showing some grit. Great defensively. That'll be Team Saskatchewan ring.
Yeah, girls have to remember to your earlier point, be aggressive, but be careful around those boards because they're going to call it.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously for safety reasons, but here's Spink. Sends one in to Turcotte. Turcotte can't get the stab on it. Up into the neutral zone, guarded by Heerspink. Heerspink's going to come make a second effort with a new stick. Here we go, it's 54, season opening, just wide. 6:12 left in the third quarter, 58 seconds left in the penalty. Shot wide of the net, 6 on the shot clock. Here Spink picks it up. She spins out of trouble, but she's picked up right away.
Is that 54 again?
Yeah.
Made the play for the turnover.
Good effort there on that line again. I think that was the same line as before. 36 seconds left in the penalty. 53, one-timer attempt potentially. Nice pass back. Gets loose. 9 on the shot clock. 45, shot blocked. Right on the doorstep was 53, and that squeaks in.
I didn't get a clear eye on it, but it looked like she got it, and it might have just rolled in.
Yeah,
behind
I
her.
think Brooke got a piece of it, sure. All right, a little clarification there at the scores table, and it'll be 3-1 PEI. Ermel now. That dump off the free pass, it looks as though PEI has picked up on that and are defending it well. Retreats back into the neutral zone to open up some ice. Checking at the blue line there. 49 picks it up just before the blue line. Pass out here, Parks picks that off. Muckalandry lunges to it. Short pass up to Meyer. Pass intercepted by PEI. Picked up just before the blue line up to 47. Nice move by 47. Had the open shot, but good defensive play there by Ermel. Curtis. She'll head out up to Parks. Checked right away. Batted into the defensive zone. Pass up here to Ermel.
A tip pass work there.
Yeah, here's Hodges, cuts in. Met right away with some pressure at the Ringette line. Hodges fakes the drop to Seymour. Gives it off to Martinson. Martinson with a shot, that's blocked. 7 on the shot clock. Hodges is gonna take a shot off the side of the net, and they get the reset. Natalie with the rebound. Seymour now gonna come inside, get a shot, that low shot. Low end of the net taken away by Weatherby. 3:50 left here in the third quarter. Good defense there by
There's
Bork.
another call coming.
Maybe holding on Bork maybe, or interference potentially. Penalty trouble plaguing Team Saskatchewan here in this game.
Definitely not a slash.
Here's 54 with a shot. Brookie with the save. Nice rebound pick up there. Nice deflection. Pass in front. PEI in control. Saskatchewan unable to come up with the ring here. High stick.
I think she got her stick up in the hands.
Yeah, maybe.
On that play.
I think that's going to Bork. All right, 3:12 left here in the third quarter. PEI in the white, up 3-1. Another power play opportunity here for PEI. That's 41.
Important kill for Saskatchewan here.
Yes. Nice pass. Oh, here's Spink. Knocked it into the crease of Bell. Gives it to Sam. Here's Muir. Cross ice pass here to Phaneuf. Tries to force one up. That's a penalty coming here. Boarding call here. And that will negate the one-player advantage for 24 seconds. Anyways, at the end of the PEI penalty. All right, let's see what Team Saskatchewan can do here with the 4-on-4 play.
Ingrid's the defensive player inside now.
Drop pass there to Thorson. Try to kill a little bit of this penalty off for Team Saskatchewan. Sam in behind the net, 8 on the shot clock. Here's Sam, effort. Nice save there by Weatherby in front of the net. And I think Ingrid might have been in the crease there. 55. Now looking to transition into the neutral zone. Pass, that goes across 2 blue lines. Hannah touched it and PEI comes up with it. 2:04 left, 53. Looking for a friend to pass to. Cross ice pass interrupted by Phaneuf. Ava Lynn up the ice. Ooh, Thorson taken down into the corner. No call on the play. Support pass across to Heerspink. Heerspink with it up to Thorson. Thorson taken down.
There's a call.
Still got to keep playing here, though. Possess it here and get 4 in. Or give it to the opposing team for a 3-on-2.
For a 3-on-2, I was going to say.
All right, so an opportunity here for Team Saskatchewan on a 3-on-2. Coaches with some last-minute instruction.
Parks, Turcotte, and Muckle Landry.
There's a pass. 37 seconds left in the 3-on-2. Shot up high. That's delay a game by the goalie. So yeah, that's going to be a penalty. So in Ringette, if the goalie pulls the ring from outside of the crease into their crease, that's considered a delay a game, and it's a 2-minute penalty. So now we will have a full minute. What do we got? Because we got 3. Do we got 3 in the box?
We got 3 in the box.
So when there's 3 in.
So 2 minutes, 30 seconds, unless there's a goal, right?
Right. Yeah. All right. So advantage here, Saskatchewan. One-timer. That goal, that's a big goalie in net, Weatherby. She seems to move quite well. Parks to Turcotte. Back to Parks. Here's Parks now, gonna skate in. Oh, had that shot ready and loaded up. Parks to Turcotte. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Parks. Parks to Turcotte again, one-timer. And that just climbs on top of the net.
Saskatchewan ring.
So quick line change here for Team PEI. Okay, and a little bit of a switch up here. So the penalty, the third penalty doesn't start until the first penalty had expired. So it's still 2 full minutes of 3-on-2. Seymour tries to go through, pass to Thorson, couple fakes. Shot just wide. Martinson, Seymour had Thorson open on the corner. I would like to see a little back pass there. PEI is going to try their best to get it out of the zone. That'll be Team Saskatchewan ring.
Good work by Adria there.
All right. Martinson with a shot right on. Easy save for Weatherby. Seymour, shot high over the net. Here's Thorson with a fake and a nice goal there by Thorson. Great shot there by Adria. I like the little bit of deception that Adria had there, looking at Natalie at the top, kind of froze the goalie and then just sent one right upstairs.
A little bit of a touch of Connor McDavid there, I'd say.
Yeah.
6.2 left on the clock.
1 minute 19 left in the penalty here still. That should put light a bit of a fire here for Saskatchewan heading into the fourth quarter.
Well, they'll have 1:12 to play with on the power play. Lots of action in that period, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think PEI actually had too many penalties up until they had that run of 3 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty clean, considering the start of the game.
Kind of a rainy day out here in Ottawa today.
Yeah,
but warm.
Yeah.
No snow, unlike back at home.
Back home, yeah, we got a big dump of snow a couple days after we arrived. Hopefully it's all gone by the time we get home.
Big shout out to my father-in-law, mother-in-law for shoveling our driveway.
You can always count on the family to clean up the mess.
Right?
That's right. All right, 10 minutes left in the game here in the fourth quarter. 3-2 is the score. Again, PEI in the white jerseys and Saskatchewan wearing green.
Well, Saskatchewan not entirely unused to being in a one-goal game. Every game so far has been a one-goal game.
Yeah, some very close games for us for sure. This is Bork. Drop pass to Clement. Clement sends it in deep for Turcotte. A little adjustment on the center ice free pass has opened up some passing opportunities there. Nice stick in a lane there by 57.
PEI uses those sticks so well in that triangle.
Here's Parks with the pass right to Turcotte with a one-timer to tie up the game. What a great goal there. Parks to Turcotte.
Well, if you can't sense it over TV, you can sure sense it in the rink here that the mood has changed significantly.
Yep, as it does with goals. There's PEI, 48 now. Saskatchewan with a little bit of momentum and a backhand shot saved by Bell. Good coverage on the goalie ring there by PEI.
Definitely PEI has been more aggressive as the game's gone on.
Yeah, for sure. The 2-on-4 check and the pressure in the neutral zone has been a little difficult for Team Saskatchewan to deal with. PEI now. Cycling in behind the net, 42 in front. Clemet's out there with Meyer and Bork. Pass across, 42 with a shot and a nice save by Bell. She picks it up between her legs. Good coverage again. They're going on a, I think they might even, well, Hannah was open there. I thought they were maybe going on a man on the goalie ring. To throw different options at the goalie on the goalie ring just to confuse them a bit. Results in turnovers just like that. .51. Take it in behind the net. Hurspinkenmeyer out there with Phaneuf in the defensive triangle. Shot right on. Nice save by Bell. Oh, Hannah Meyer falls, and 50 has an opportunity. She spins. Nice pass onto the post there. Amazing that they didn't go into the crease. Here's 51. Pass right into the middle. Oh, and it squeaks through. Pass intended. Got past, but rating right on the doorstep, I believe, there was number 50.
Yeah, I don't know how it squeezed through all those bodies, but it did.
Yeah. Good awareness. And just keeping your eye on the ring the whole time there by number 50 in case it does come through.
So unlike in the first period, it doesn't feel like this will be the last goal.
Yeah. Here Spink sends it in to Martinson. 4-3 is the score. 8:23 left here in the game. Oh, pass intended for Thorson for a one-timer. She just lost the handle on it. PEI sends it deep into the corner, and that's going to get picked off here by Heerspink. Heerspink moves it into the middle. Gives Nat some direction on a pass right back. Good choice there by Heerspink to hold on to it. Thorson's going to get a step or two in and a sharp angle shot.
Dangerous shot.
Here's 54 for PEI, moving it into the neutral zone. Oh, nearly carried it over the blue line. PEI now still with the ring. Seymour out there with Curtis and Ermel. In the defensive triangle, here's 54. Oh, pass, or a shot deflected wide. I think Nat.
Not sure why they blew the whistle.
No, I thought they were going to give actually Seymour a penalty for a cross check at the top there. Team PEI with the ring. Back pass here to 42, up to the top. 45 just couldn't grab it. Turcotte's going to chase after it. PEI comes up with the ring, 18 on the shot clock. 7:12 remains in the game.
Katie and Ave on D.
42 in, shot just over the net. Curtis spins out of trouble. She's gobbled up here right away. Curtis has got to get moving. Up to Parks. She just off the tip of her stick. A collision there. Parks has still got it.
Multiple body. Here's a chance.
Right. Oh, what a great pass from Turcotte to Parks. A no-look back pass gets a rise out of the Team Sask bench. Here's Parks again with some speed. Checked right at the ringette line. She's in trouble. Here's a foot race with Bork. Bork turns.
Good
gets it
patience
up
there.
to Muir. Yep. Into Parks. Parks spins. Nice pass to the post again. Parks to Turcotte.
Did not see that pass coming. I thought she was shooting the whole way and elected to pass, and that was the right call.
Back-to-back one-timer goals from Parks to Turcotte. We've seen a lot of that this year, haven't we, Chris?
But just a few times.
Haley is almost automatic on the corner on the one-timer. She showed her skill there. Here's PEI now. The PEI fans getting the drums going in support of their squad. 15 on the shot clock. 4-4 is the score. Drop pass here. Shot, a nice kick save by Bell. Tied up in front. Good defensive play by PEI, and that'll be a PEI's ring. Offensive free pass.
Nervous tension in the rink.
It's either that or I'm just got a bad rink chill.
No, I'm feeling it too.
PEI with the ring. Number 50. Looking for an opportunity to shoot. Fakes the back pass. And shot just wide. Number 50, I believe, probably one of the key players here. Backhand pass intended for 50, just wide. Tries to go off the side of the net, no reset. Tries again, gets the reset the second time. Bell hits Meyer. Up to Muckalandry on a streak with Meyer. Here's Meyer again. She's gonna, holds on to the shot. Nice defensive body positioning there by PEI to keep Hodges from the ring.
Again, not sure how nobody went into the crease there.
Nice, again, more defensive efforts here. Here's 54 with some speed, shot, and that goes in.
What a shot.
That was some great speed there, shown by number 54 to jump on that open ring. Seymour slides it over to Pierspink. 5 minutes left in the game. Drops to Phaneuf. Phaneuf up to Thorson. Thorson. Tried to hit Martinson on the post. Ella Martinson now. Over to Seymour. Close proximity there. Pick coming here from Thorson. Seymour tries that low reset shot. 57 for PEI. Up into the neutral zone. Check by Phaneuf. Good job by Phaneuf to get back into position. PEI able to move it into the far end. Seymour's got it. She gets taken out. No call on the play.
Surprised by that one.
.41 post pass to 52. Nice stick in a lane there by Martinson. Here's Pierspink. Thorson just misses the stab. Picked up by PEI. Nice check in there by Martinson, but a good effort by PEI to escape that. Keeps it from going into the zone. Pass across. What a great pass, and what a nice save there by Bell. Bell had to be sharp there. Catch the deflection. Phaneuf turns the other way. Passes it up here. That's Turcotte. Turcotte spins. Board pass up to Parks. This line has been dangerous. Here's Sam Mir. Here's Turcotte. Shot. Off the post. Ermel turns. Picks that up. A forced pass there by Turcotte is picked off. 3 minutes remain. Shot and a nice save by Bell. That slides into the crease. Tries to get it to Curtis. And Team Saskatchewan was in the crease.
Crease violation.
PEI was in the crease, pardon me. Bell trying to hit Meyer coming across. Parks up to Curtis. Parks is going to get on her horse and head up the ice. Here comes Parks. In tight, off the crossbar. Nice moves there by Parks. Here's Parks again. She's going to get inside. Looking for the pass. She holds on to it. Nice defense by PEI.
The old skinny red defenseman makes another play.
Turcotte with a blast. Picked up by Parks. Parks has all sorts of time. But she holds on to it because they got a reset. Nice decision by Parks. 2:01 left. You might see Bell head to the net once we gain possession.
No indication yet.
Pass. Forced pass there. Picked up again by Turcotte. Turcotte tried to shoot. I keep looking over to the bench to see if Bell's going to head in. PEI able to keep it alive. Minute 32, 5-4 is the score in favor of PEI. They're going to look to kill some of the time here. PEI has actually pulled their goalie.
Interesting call.
Interesting indeed. Well, you get the extra attacker in. It's an extra body to possess the ring. Slashing call coming to PEI. That's going to go all the way down to the other end. Oh, that's on us.
That's on Saskatchewan.
That's on us. All right. Not an ideal time to take a penalty, but I think we're going to see a timeout being called here by Team Saskatchewan.
Well, we've seen just about everything in this game.
We sure have.
Another one-goal game for Saskatchewan.
All right, a little strategy being spoken here from the coaches on Team Saskatchewan. Ideally, what I think we will see is if we can possess the ring, get it in the other end, or Team Saskatchewan get it in PEI's end, you might see the goalie come out.
I think you would see that for sure.
Yeah.
Of course, the key is getting possession.
Yeah, and PEI, what they're going to try and do is to hold on to the ring and try and kill as much time as they can. So they'll just send it into the corner and try and gain possession of the ring. Nice work there by Clement. And I don't think that's coming our way. In a move it or lose it scenario like that, I thought PEI had the ring.
I don't disagree. I had a pretty good eye on that. I don't think Lennon actually had it for all that long.
So you'll see a lot of pressure here coming from Team Saskatchewan. They'll chase the ring for sure. Bork gets it in. One player back for PEI. They're going to need to do some aggressive chasing here to capture that ring. Number 50 just skating around with it. Lots of passing is going to happen here. And that's a penalty coming to Saskatchewan. PEI now doing a great job of maintaining possession of the ring. That's Seymour, I think, going to the penalty box again. Just some, oh no, it's not Seymour.
No.
Just the way she was skating there, I thought it was her.
London.
Just undisciplined play, I think I would call that. But I mean, when the pressure's on, you're just trying your hardest to make a play.
Another timeout. Oh, quick timeout as the refs talk to their scorekeepers.
Oh, 2 penalties. Natalie is in the box.
So they're going to, interesting to see if what PEI decides to do here with this. Just pass it around. And fill
Oh,
up the
definitely.
16
Yeah,
seconds.
I mean, it's 3-on-2. They could literally, I mean, I don't think that would happen, but pull the goalie and put a 4th in. You could do that too, but there's really no advantage to that.
I can't see them shooting.
All right, PEI just looking to close this game out. There's a pass. 9 seconds left. That should all about do it unless we can get the ring out in the other end.
There you go.
Here.
There's a chance.
Adria with a shot, long shot, and again gets it on net. PEI comes away with the win. That was some good action in that game.
Back and forth.
You bet.
Knew they were going to be tough. PEI with a close game against Alberta earlier today.
For sure. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
See you in the next one.